Okay, what's up, sir? Another martial arts topic. Wow, so bad. Lately is so bad. Oh, yes. So, another topic is martial arts school or gym loyalty. So, it can be good, it can be bad, but pros and cons, but more cons actually. Depends. But for me, it's more of a con because when you stick with one martial arts school, just like for me, when I found my traditional Okinawan karate school, I loved it. I stayed there for like 7 years, almost 7 years now. But I'm still not black belt. I did it like when I was like 28, 27. So I'm 37 now. So I'll just check it later. So maybe like 6, 7 years because the pandemic and but before the pandemic, there's just no the traditional school, such a purist, and they don't want to be paid. So there's no location, there's no gym. So how can we practice and train? No instructors, no instructors that are paid, no new instructors. The older instructors are purists and don't want to be paid, and very selective with who they want to teach. Uh, I was lucky, but sometimes, well, we're still good friends and we practice sometimes. But there's no more goal for me because for me, I don't have anything going on in my life anymore. I've reached the top because I retired early. I've reached my goal, the ultimate goal to retire early. So I need goals in life. So just I want when if they just had a gym and regular gym and want to support me in getting a black belt, but I think they've given up. We practiced. My main instructor given up. I don't know, maybe he's too old or he has sick with the pandemic or just. I think he probably just doesn't want to be around me because he's afraid. But 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 we got back to training last month, I think. But I think when I told them that I almost that I had during that day that I was sick a week ago, so I think that's another reason why he's not texting or messaging me anymore or calling me that there's a practice or he's not posting anymore. So when we see each other, my main instructor is just like I don't know, maybe like sad or just don't want to be around me, or maybe it's just like that. Maybe he's just too tired of life or just too afraid of me because I'm unvaccinated, or maybe because I'm retired early and he's still working his ass off and he's always tired. Me, I'm just doing whatever I want every day. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, my ego, but I think it's the virus scare and it's always tired. There's just if you stick with one gym, one martial art, when that school goes down, all of your hopes and dreams goes down as well. Unlike if you're not stuck with just one martial art. So I can't. If they just gave me a black belt, I would just help continue with the black belt. If they just have their own space, their and their instructors, their newer instructors are willing to teach, but they're not because they're not paid, I guess. And there was one that was willing to teach me, keep teaching me, but he's toxic. I boarded in his rented a room in his business, rent room business, what you call that in boarding house. I don't know what's in English. It's called boarding house in the Philippines, but he was toxic. So no one left. My current instructor is exiled. My main instructor is exiling me. Not good. so so at least I have taekwondo. People kept saying taekwondo sucks. Taekwondo's not practical. But when I do taekwondo, when I was doing those flying spinning kicks when I was younger, I feel free. Feel that my potential is up. I feel like I'm living my full potential. My dreams. I'm flying, and I'm pushing my body to the limits, and I felt so much joy with that. I love taekwondo. I love kicking, Jackie Chan, Jet Li. I love martial arts. I love football, soccer, whatever. Sipa. I like sepak takraw. I like that, but I'm not good at that. But kicking sports. I love kicking sports. I love to kick. So I just want to kick all day, but I can't anymore because I'm old. Aside from I'm old, I'm almost 40, so that's old. So I'm not in peak condition, and I'm overweight. So, and I have hypertension and whatever illnesses, but I haven't been hospitalized all my life. Hopefully, not soon. So that's why I want to go back to martial arts as well to help improve my health, and lose some weight, and hopefully reach my goals and dreams to at least just have one black belt in one martial art. Well, so that's why you shouldn't just stick with one martial art. So if the problem is if they will feel bad and exile you, so just hide it. Just don't post it on social media. So if you post it on social media, hide it from them, hide it from the people who know them. Um, there's settings there that you can show and hide with specific people your posts, but maybe I'll block them or just make a new account and socialize with them there, because they're great people. We have like gatherings sometimes, Christmas parties, but I'm sick of drinking beer. It's bitter. The taste is bitter. They drink beer, and while they're getting old and their health is declining, but they still like to drink beer, and they want me to drink beer as well and be unhealthy, even more unhealthy, just like them. But but they're good people. But if you stick with just one art, so those are just the cons. So yeah, but the pros. Oh, I mean, no, sorry. Those are the call that. Yeah, that's the pros. The pro is that you can if you can't fulfill your dreams. So I can't fulfill my black belt dreams in karate, traditional karate, Okinawan karate. I'm brown belt. Just one more belt. So, well, at least I have taekwondo, so I can go back to taekwondo. If you have something to fall back to, when they say that you should have safety nets, those are terrible advice. Not having safety nets so that you can push yourself. Your business, you should have a safety net or a backup plan. Push it. That's bad advice. Oh, I didn't have a backup plan because I thought I will never go back to taekwondo. But at least I had a backup plan. I can go back to taekwondo, and taekwondo, there's a lot of options. Gyms are businesses, so people will criticize them as dojos, because they're mostly children as well. they can't do here. It's not as intense as Korean martial arts, but but I just want at least uh, at least my promotion like 10 years ago is registered with the Philippine Taekwondo Association compared to my traditional karate, which they only say there's no association because there's a war with the instructors drama in my traditional karate association or organization. So and there's no and they don't want to do karate as a business. So that's a huge downfall as well. Maybe they're just bad at uh, having karate as a business. So, well, well, taekwondo has an advantage, but but they just so it's gonna come if you want our traditional karate to have a business here. It's gonna be me to fund it. So I said I need to pay for this house. I can't fund a business that's not even sure because and I will be this. There's no instructors. I can't pay the instructors, so they're just not the great business-minded people. So they want to ask me how I do this. So I give them my. I told them let's do YouTube karate. I will handle everything and I will have less share in the revenue. But no, I think it's more than their pride. So traditional. So with taekwondo, well, at least compared to karate, it's traditional. It's I'm not naturally gifted with grabbing and intricate techniques, grabbing and throwing. I don't have much input uh, because it's traditional. Mostly, it's the instructors just showing me how to do it, showing it on me. So I just have to feel it. But I don't have actual practice training like me actually doing it, especially because we were not paid. So even though the traditional karate had a gym before, they don't accept payment. So we're just like borrowing a space or sometimes squatting. So the space that we had with the Knights of Columbus church, there's no matting, so we can't practice grabbing. So and I'm just not natural with grabbing, with throwing. So I can't. For me, I can't fully teach anyway if I want to spend my life savings and start a business with karate. It's just me. It's gonna be just me. Probably just me being the head instructor, but I'm still a brown belt. Uh, but how can I get promoted? There's no space. There's no younger instructors. My old instructors are old and tired and have work out of town. My main instructor has to ride a boat when he comes here. He's so tired. On the weekends, it's a miracle that last month, couple of months ago, he was able to have time to train on weekends, but still he still has to take care of his grandchildren, his family. So the problem is there's no new generation because they didn't they don't know how to foster a new generation. They don't know how to preserve it to the next generation. It's just full of drama, frustration. They're just full of regrets, but they're great people. So, well, like traditional karate will just die, it just disappear. So it's just them and their immediate family will know about Okinawan karate here. But taekwondo, at least if I just didn't listen to people back then, I would have been an instructor with taekwondo right by now. I'd have my own gym, and it would be a lot more easy to earn with. What you call that in business terms? Um, a lot more successful as a business, I think. If let's say if I'll be the one to solely operate it at the start for a couple of years, because taekwondo, you just need to do some kicks and sparring. There's no complicated like grabbing, but there's complicated techniques. Don't get me wrong, but there's no grabbing. I don't know how to do that, so I wasn't trained enough for that. I don't have natural gift for that compared to like kicking. Um, so at least with the taekwondo, it's generalized, standardized. So I like with traditional, where instructors having their own interpretations is also bad deal. But also one of the cons of not being sticking to blindly loyal to one, devoting your life to one art. So I don't want to offend the taekwondo instructors with my new dojang gym. I don't want to offend them by if it, really when it comes to like punches and blocks, I want to do it the karate way, traditional karate way. So, but I can't do that karate way with the punch and blocks when I'm training taekwondo. So, as well as vice versa, when I was in traditional karate, I don't show off my taekwondo kicks because they don't do that there. They don't do fancy kicks. They don't need it, which is a good advantage for if you're getting older. You need to save your energy with just one killing blow. uh, Compared to taekwondo, I can't do that anymore. So, but uh, but but there are like practical kicks that I can use. But I don't. But I shouldn't show when I'm training with karate. So that's the con as well. If you're like training with another martial art that has similarities, so it's gonna be challenging, but it's also gonna affect my muscle memory. But I'll just go with it for. So I'll try to unlearn or try to set aside karate for now, maybe 3 or 4 years. So after I get my black belt in taekwondo, I don't think I will be an instructor of taekwondo. I don't have the time anymore or energy to be an instructor and run a dojo gym by myself. I don't have the time for that. I don't like commuting anymore. I'm getting old, so uh, and I don't like people anymore. So because I don't want to be around people all the time because I don't want to look great all the time. I don't need to dress good all the time. Uh, I've had enough of that. I don't need to walk on eggshells on people all the time. I don't want to offend people all the time. Uh, I don't want drama, so less people, less drama. So, but yeah, so I just do. Well, this is a huge pain in my head, but I'll just set aside karate for now and do taekwondo. And when I get my black belt in taekwondo, so I will not be an instructor, so that there will be no conflicts. If I have a gym, so I have my own way, and then my students will have a promotion. It's a it's a nationwide organization. It's standardized. So I change stuff, so it's gonna be complicated. So at least it's just for myself. It's fine, I can combine what I like with karate with the hands and combine it with some taekwondo kicks. Uh, so that's it. So don't stick. It depends on you. Depends on you. But I think it's better to just to first get the belting and worry about the self defense, practical applications later. Anyway, unless you live in a dangerous place, or prioritize first uh, the belting form sports aspect, sparring, and every now and then you get another art or some self defense actual training that focuses more on self defense and practical and street fighting. So yes. So yeah, because if you have a belt, at least you're a black belt in one martial art. It's a huge achievement. At least when you grow old someday, at least I was black belt. When I'm old, back then I could do all those stuff, do those high kicks and skills and tricks, and I was a black belt. So because there's for me, what else is there to achieve in life? I've already retired early, and I've stopped helping and prioritizing people over me, sacrificing myself to help raise people while me, I have nothing to show in the end after decades. So I stopped listening to people's opinions. So I'm gonna go back to Taekwondo, even though my brother so go back to karate in their sports karate. You don't need to do taekwondo. Taekwondo sucks. It's not good for self defense. Well, I already have traditional karate self for street fights, and I just want to do taekwondo. I just want to have a belt. Yeah, like him. He's not like me. I'm not like him. For me, I just want to have like simple things in life. I just want to have a black belt in one martial art. For him, man, he wants to be rich. He wants to be famous. He wants to be rich. He wants a lot of businesses. For me, I just want to enjoy my life. Less materialistic and more intrinsic, maybe having a black belt. So that's why we shouldn't tell your goals to people, because if you're a sensitive person, people will say, you use taekwondo, black sports is not practical. One of my biggest regrets. So, but still fine, I guess, because I got some actual traditional training for free. So also it costs a lot of money. So, but one of my biggest regrets is I'm too old now I can't even keep up with children with taekwondo. I did like 100, 200 kicks every session, so it's insane. Well, compared to kids, it's just nothing to them. But I think I found the technique with taekwondo. When you're in training, just focus on trying to do the kick properly and less with the power. Because compared to karate, everything has to be a killing blow. But at least in taekwondo, the instructors are less strict, so you still can enjoy still have a bit of freedom, but it's up to you to learn to do it properly, learn it properly in the end. At least that's my strategy. When it's just like kicks in the air, performing kicks, so I will not like deliver like 100% power every kick. Maybe like a lot less power at all. Maybe like just 20%, just to save my energy because I'm old. So I have strategies in life. I come up at least when I don't always have a backup plan. At least I can come up with backup plans. So if you don't have any backup martial art, find another. But so that's it.